God damn.
There you go. Get that.
In anticipation of his impending fight against Lamont Roach, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has recently stepped up his training. A recently made training video demonstrates Davis's remarkable speed, power, and focus, sending a strong message to Roach and the boxing community about his readiness and Mizovia all has to say, you need to acquire, Bo. Your job should be like, I've been waiting for the Bart to talk about how much you won back because I came up here alone. This fight, which is set for March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, has received a lot of attention because of the history between Davis and Roach. Please stand right in the front, right here in the front for who said that, what you said, what you... He's with me, so he wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say that they were talking, but you know how it's gonna get, you know how it's gonna get, you know 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 how it's gonna get. And someone got him out of his bag. And so inadequate reparations, I know you're at 13, but if the right fight came up, would you consider maybe a big fight at 35? If the money was right, the money was definitely there. The two fighters have a rivalry that goes back to their amateur days. They faced each other twice in 2011, with Davis winning both times. These bouts have set the stage for a highly anticipated professional showdown, with both athletes now at the peak of their careers. I'm not a very small 130-pounder, so I'll definitely be filled out and everything like that if there's a championship on the line, because those belts are freeing up. In that case, I would definitely jump up in 35 and crush on his dreams because, well, you're in the DMV and you're betting on yourself that if you project that value not only in the ring but also as an attraction, you might get a call from Tank or something, for sure. Tank is my guy too, man, and I appreciate him. He shouted me out after the victory, and the crazy thing is that after he defeated Hector, I told him that DC and Baltimore guys don't like me, so it was a DC guy that I went on tour with. One of the older guys, Dana, basically told me to relax, as if he was seeing Baltimore, but the city would come for me. The most recent training video shows Davis, his vitals collapsing from water, and he accidentally let go of my foot with a wet toy. The city was finally made clear that the label destroyed so much value that David was left to take the blame for the damage. The city recent training video shows Davis's fists on explosive power, quick footwork, and precise combinations, all hallmarks of his fighting style, as part of his dedication to preserving his place among boxing's elite. Observers have observed that Davis seems to be in exceptional physical. A rigorous training regimen is essential for any professional boxer looking to stay at the top of their game. And for someone like Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a well-rounded approach is key to ensuring that every aspect of his physical and mental strength is tested and optimized. Davis's training camp, designed to counteract his opponent's strengths, is a blend of cardiovascular conditioning, strength training, technical boxing drills, and mental preparation. If he is preparing for a fight against a skilled opponent like Roach, it's crucial that his camp be structured in a way that addresses Roach's abilities while capitalizing on Tank's own strengths. One of the cornerstones of Tank Davis's training is cardiovascular conditioning. Cardiovascular endurance is vital for boxers as it allows them to maintain a high level of performance throughout the entirety of the fight, particularly in the later rounds when fatigue can set in. Tank's regimen includes long runs, skipping rope, and various forms of jogging. These exercises not only improve stamina but also enhance his ability to recover quickly between rounds. Running, for example, is a staple in his morning routine. On the first day of camp, Davis starts with a light jog, gradually building up to longer and more intense sessions as the camp progresses. He makes it clear that the timing of his runs can vary based on how he feels that day. Some mornings he's eager to get out and run, while other times he may opt for a nighttime session when his body feels more at ease. There's a flexibility to his approach, reflecting his deep understanding of the physical demands of boxing and the importance of listening to his body. However, it's not just the running that gets Tank into peak physical condition. Strength training also plays a significant role in his regimen. Boxers require a combination of explosive power and muscular endurance, and Tank focuses on weightlifting and resistance exercises to build the necessary strength. Compound lifts such as squats, deadlifts, and bench presses help improve his overall muscle mass, while exercises targeting the core and upper body enhance his punching power. His strength training routine is complemented by boxing-specific drills that mimic the movements and energy output of an actual fight. Heavy bag work, shadow boxing, and sparring sessions are integral to building technique and ensuring that his body can perform under intense physical stress. Another crucial element of Tank's camp is mental preparation. Boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical, and Davis ensures that he stays mentally sharp throughout his training. The psychological aspect of any fight cannot be underestimated, especially when facing an opponent like Roach. Tank has the advantage of having 2 amateur victories over Roach, which could give him a mental edge heading into a professional bout. However, Davis is well aware that the stakes are higher in the professional arena, where both fighters are operating at their peak levels. Roach has demonstrated significant growth over the years, and Tank understands that what happened in their previous amateur encounters may not be a reliable indicator of the outcome in a professional ring. To maintain his mental edge, Tank spends a considerable amount of time visualizing his upcoming fights. He focuses on key strategies, thinking through different scenarios, and how to neutralize an opponent's strengths. In his case, when preparing for a fighter like Roach, it's essential to study their previous bouts, identify weaknesses, and then tailor his training to address those. Tank knows that Roach has evolved as a fighter, and Davis must stay vigilant, not relying solely on past victories, but instead ensuring his mind and body are prepared for a completely new challenge. The logistics of Tank's training camp are also finely tuned to his needs. When preparing for a fight, Davis prefers to isolate himself from distractions, often opting to stay in a camp house away from home. This allows him to focus solely on his training without the temptations or stressors of everyday life. At the camp house, his schedule revolves around his workouts, with the flexibility to train both in the morning and at night. Tank emphasizes the importance of consistency, even if the daily routine can feel monotonous at times. He might not always feel like running in the morning, but he knows the value of pushing through such moments and maintaining discipline. In conclusion, Tank Davis's approach to his training camp is a comprehensive, multifaceted process designed to neutralize his opponent's strengths while enhancing his own abilities. By focusing on cardiovascular endurance, strength training, technical boxing drills, and mental preparation, Tank ensures he is physically and mentally prepared to face the challenges of any opponent, including Roach. Through a combination of hard work, strategic planning, and mental toughness, Tank is ready to step into the ring and perform at his best. He has minimized the importance of their previous encounters in interviews, saying that he has grown as a fighter and is confident in his ability to perform in front of the spotlight. Would you consider yourself and Gervonta friends? Will it be difficult to go into the ring and fight your friend? If not, will you all remain friends after? Well, why not? In any case, you two are making money, but you are making each other bleed, and I hope to make him bleed up authentically. In interviews conducted prior to the fight, Roach, who has a professional record of 25 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, expresses confidence. He acknowledges Davis's improvement since their amateur days, but is adamant that he has the skills necessary to win. Roach has been quoted as saying, "I don't think he underestimates me. I think he knows that I'm a good fighter. He'll tell y'all I think he's gonna train his ass off." When did you first meet Tank Dam? I probably met Tank when I was around 10. I always want to knock someone. Lamont Roach makes it clear that his upcoming fight with Gervonta Davis isn't motivated by money, viewing Tank as an easy opponent who will be a piece of cake for him. Roach emphasizes that he's the champion at 130 pounds, while Tank competes at 135 pounds. He says, "I'm G, get my ass whooped, and y'all be more voice you already die REY. Like I got my post-fight speech already give me the first. Do you think he has 1 foot out the door? He's retiring at the end of next year, and I'm positive that he made a mistake by saying that, especially in front of me. I'm going to take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't say that, or why you shouldn't be thinking about the fact that Davis's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, has been crucial in helping him hone his technique and strategy, and Ford has been relatively quiet in public remarks lately. He is posted a mysterious message on social media saying that people frequently don't understand my pain, my beliefs, and my feelings about different things. However, I do understand. So can you confirm or deny that Lamont Roach would be the backer? Lamont Roach and Tank had a history together, an amateur history, where they went back and forth as amateurs. You hear me? It wasn't a bad fight. Frank was on stage and he said, I'm gonna beat Tank's ass. And what is your response to that? No, I have a lot of... The dynamics of this matchup are intriguing given the fighters' shared history and development. Davis, known for his knockout power with a record of 30 wins, 28 by knockout, has evolved significantly since his amateur days. Roach, too, has matured as a fighter, bringing a blend of speed and technical prowess to the ring. They said that, a lot of them said that, and I want him to have that attitude because I know what's going on underneath with his full buildup. The boxing community has expressed a great deal of interest in this fight because both fighters are familiar with each other's styles and tendencies. For example, what he said just now made you want to stop fighting, but all it takes is a small remark. That's what I want, but I don't want you to fight me like you're saying you're going out, because it always goes like this and always gets you saying you feel like you're going out. The release of Davis's training video, which showcases his dedication and the high level of preparation underway, has only increased anticipation among fans and analysts who are speculating on the outcome. Media outlets have been covering the fighter statements and training progress, adding to the narrative of a rivalry rekindled on a professional stage. They can't get a deal done with Tank. I've heard that the venues are a problem, but I don't say that, and it's just very strange all of a sudden.
6, 7 more fights, and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. If go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
put him on game by the time that. Yeah,
hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on, bro.
Has there been any talks with Tank's team?
They reached out, but we told them to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't heard nothing since then. Me and him fighting each other, we'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, like I've been saying it for years, the moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit, and he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He would have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning a fight.
I'm going to ask you this. Has there ever been a situation like this? This is my opinion, and this is what happens. Gervonta Davis makes a lot of money, right? He's been making a lot of money by doing big fights and big pay-per-views, but it's likely that he's on some sort of minimum, but on a lot of upside, and because the shows have been doing so well, he's been making a lot of money. Then he fights Lamont Roach, which, while not a bad fight, is going to blow at the pay-per-view is doing well at the box office everywhere, and Shakur Stevenson cautions Davis against fighting Roach. Stevenson characterizes Davis as a strategic fighter who carefully chooses his opponents. He says that Tank is strategic in his choices, making sure he fights opponents who complement his style and strength. According to Stevenson, this strategy helps Tank maintain his undefeated record and dominance in the ring. In all honesty though, I just believe Canelo knows how to fight. He knows how to come in big, and he's a technical guy who can throw hard shots. Take a look at what he did to Callum Smith. Hitting, elbows, arms, and all this other stuff you like. He's going to use those same tactics on a smaller guy. I'm just saying that I'm talking about real boxing facts. I'm not trying to be on this fantasy world because that's not what I'm into. Will you continue to stay at 168 pounds? Yes, that's a good weight class, and I believe there are many amazing fights. 168 is the guys I mentioned. In the meantime, Davis recognizes Shakur Stevenson's skills as a quick and talented boxer, but Tank's response seems less enthusiastic when asked if a fight between them would be engaging. He suggests that the fight will happen when the time is right, but his uncertainty about its timing shows that there is nothing for me at 160 pounds, and I don't want to even try to make that weight any bigger. He's not entirely sure that the fight will be an exciting, action-packed contest, as everyone will know when it happens. I'm any names one of the guys, and obviously Yuko got into it on Twitter. He said, you wanted them 6 and 7. Yeah, he's definitely one of them for sure. Yeah, he's definitely one of them. Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight? Hell no. Nah, W, because he's a good boxer, the best in the division. How can you show me something that he did? SP showed me something that he did that was outrageous, but don't tell me what defense you think he has. He just jumps and you never see him slip or punch. Go look at it. You see him get back up from a lot of people and move around. He doesn't have any technique, and his offense is the same thing if you go watch him fight. Him in the game, but you feel like it's easy work. There have been discussions with the Tanks team, but we told them to return with an offer. As far as that goes, we haven't done anything, because a fight between him and me will seal the deal on the kings of that division, this era, and everything. As I've been saying for years, the moment is coming, and I'll be prepared when it does. Why did Shakur Stevenson defeat Gervonta Davis? Because I'm a better boxer. I'm an expert at hitting and avoiding blows, and Floyd Sheffield, another lightweight boxer, offers his thoughts on Gervonta Davis's focus in the lead up to the Roach fight. He says that Tank would be better off concentrating on his opponent rather than getting sidetracked by outside noise like social media or personal matters. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He would have to change his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance of winning a fight. He says, I just wanted to put another name out there for you. Feel free to say whatever you want to say. Keon Davis is a great young fighter. He's also a father. Congratulations on your child. I hope we see each other in the ring someday. It will be fun and respectable. All right, so what can fight fans expect on Saturday night? I know you're not one to make predictions, right? Did you learn that the hard way or something? Is it okay when I fought for my WBA title? I believe I predicted a knockout the first time against Marcado, but I didn't get the knockout, so I don't do that anymore. All right, but on Saturday, they'll witness an action-packed fight featuring a more intelligent version of myself, a well-rounded fighter, and a statement that I want to make to the 35-pound division. As I mentioned earlier, I don't think Renee will be able to fight for 12 rounds at the championship. I want to fight. So just to jump on one thing quickly, if I can, you mentioned the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that fight will happen in December or January, but how do you think it will go? Do you feel comfortable making a prediction about someone else's fight instead of your own? No, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on, and I don't want to break the news to you because you never know what he might shock you. The world isn't on us to decide. After all, boxing is a one-shot sport and anything can happen. Therefore, Tank should stay off Twitter and worry about his opponent. In my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know. As the fight date draws near, both Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are stepping up their preparations in an effort to establish their dominance and claim victory. Davis's most recent training video serves as both a warning to Roach and a warning to Tank. Testament to his unwavering dedication to his craft. You know, when the people I fight with start talking, I'm gonna beat his ass, for real. So you better keep quiet. If you want to twist it, I don't give a f about any of that. I'm telling you that I'm going to punch him up, but never at all. What do I look like getting punched up? What do you think of Gervonta Davis's rigorous training regimen? Do you think his readiness will help him win his next battle? Let us know in the comments section below. Star ratings from the U.S. Bureau of Justice Events, WBI, are prompted with numerous benefits like up to 500 free meals.
Another name, I just want to throw it out there for you. Feel free to say whatever it is you want to say. Keon Davis.
Keon Davis, great young fighter. He's a father too. Congratulations on your child. Hopefully, we see each other in the ring one day.
Very respectable.
It's going to be fun.
Very respectable. Okay, so what can fight fans expect on Saturday night? I know that you're not one to do predictions, right?
Right.
Did you learn that the hard way or something?
Yeah,
Is that
did.
okay?
When I fought for my WBA title for the first time against Mercado, I think, I predicted a knockout. I didn't get the knockout, so I don't do that no more.
Okay. All right.
But Saturday, they'll see an action-packed fight. They'll definitely see a smarter version of myself, a rounded fighter, and just, a statement. They're going to see a statement that I want to make to the 35-pound division. You know, like I said, not overlooking Renee. I know he's coming in at a fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to fight for 12 rounds at the pace I want to fight. So.
Just to piggyback off one thing real quick, if I can. You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows? Maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.